So here's my wife's new toy. Ain't mine, because I'm sure I didn't need the damn thing. But if I own it or have it, it's going to be maintained. And honestly, I got this from a local guy here, and he had just upgraded. I saw his new one. It's another one, but bigger. This is a 2014 Polaris 570 Ranger EFI. It's the midsize. Pretty nice. Actually, I'm considering it's in good shape. It's got about 400 some odd hours on it. Not too bad. Upgraded or upsized tires, front and rear. The wheels in the front have been changed because to make room for the tires. It's got a little bit of a 2-inch lift on it. Little brackets here and there, and very well maintained. Got light in the front, a little light in the back. He's kept up with it, just had all the half shafts rebuilt, everything's been greased. The only thing, and he told me about it, the only thing that it really needs is the lower ball joints in the front are kind of wobbly, but I'm betting they're probably original, so that's not too bad for 5 years. So that's what we're going to do today. I don't think they're too difficult. The units I got, they're not Polaris stockers, they're aftermarket, but they appear that they just press in and are held in place by a plate that goes over them from the outside. So we're going to have to see how that works, and if the old ones want to come out. But the first thing we're going to do is get the front end of this thing up in the air and get the wheels off, take a look at what we got. All right, so yeah, they're pretty past it, but hopefully they're not too bad to change. So again, now that we got it up in the air, the lug nuts are 9/16, so they'll come off pretty quick. Then my plan is really, I don't have a plan. My plan, I think, at that point is to just clean this, break this loose, see if I can pop that out of there, and see if they'll be able to come out from the bottom. You know, maybe swing this whole assembly out a little bit, and just do it from there without having to disassemble anything else. That's what we're going to try anyway. It looks like that might work, but we will see. Yeah, lower bushings are a little bit sloppy too. Yeah, we'll start with this. Seems easy enough. You can see there's seem to be a couple of little flathead cap screws holding this plate in, which I'm betting is what holds this in. So we're going to go get some tools, see if we can clean this up really good with a wire brush, pop this off, and see what we got. All right, so we got our cotter pin off. This is a 14. Hit it with a wire brush and came right off. So guess I'm going to bang on that with a hammer, see if it works like the other ones do and pops. Hopefully it does. Okay, so yeah, that's how that comes off. Good. More weight reduction. Okay. Yeah, she's pretty well past it. Yep. All right, those look to be, these are going to be fun, because those things can tend to be really well seized up. They look to be metric. Yeah, they seem to be 4mm. I'm going to get a pick to clean those out. So the last thing I feel like doing today is drilling this out. Oh, thank goodness. It broke loose. Very good. There it is. Pretty rusty crusty. Hey. Now I don't see any good way to get that out of there. I'm gonna have to do some thinking. Alright, so I've built a little puller out of a piece of my actual ball joint puller set and a couple of sockets. You're gonna see what are the odds that this it moved it. It did move it. Boy, they are pushed in there. It did move it. That'll create a little more clearance. All right. Try it again. She's coming. I'm not happy about it, but it's coming. I think I'm going to have to get some thicker shims because I think I'm out of stud. But anyway, that seems like it's going to work. In doubt, torch and a big hammer. It's out. That's a bit of a press fit. I had to heat the crap out of the knuckle. And since these threads kind of got barked up when I was trying to pull it out, I just clamped on it with ye olde vice grips, although these aren't vice grips, these are Craftsman, and beat the tar out of it with my 2-pound hammer. And it is now out. How we're going to get the other one in is another question. But that, I believe, can be done a little more easily, as if I really want to, I can pull the half shaft out and press it in this way. Getting these out is difficult because there's nothing to push on underneath. It's just a cup. There's nothing there. So it's pressed in, but there's no way to push it out. It has to be pulled out. What I think I may try with the other one is to cut one of my little cups in half here and then actually plan ahead and treat the nut a little bit better doing this, and then I'll throw some heat on it while I'm at it, and that may get that other one off a little bit more intelligently. But whew, that was not as entertaining as I'd hoped. Anyway, it's out. Now we're going to take some dimensions and find out, see what kind of a fit we have here and how much I'm going to have to open that up or shrink the other thing to make it work. Interestingly, looking at the other one, my new ones, this is about 1/342 and the hole under there is about 1/343, so it's actually about 1/1000th clearance-ish from what I can tell. I mean, there's a good possibility that just got crapped up over the years. There is some corrosion in there, so I'm going to try to clean that up really good heat it a little bit and see if I can slip this bad boy in there, see what happens. So I've cleaned it up, picked all the gunk out of it, hit it with some steel wool. Looks pretty snazzy. I guess the other thing I could do is clean this. So, got that cleaned. Now we're gonna spray a little lube up in there. Try to keep this from being as nasty next time and see what happens. Ooh. Oh, beauty. Almost like I planned it. That's called the 1000th slip fit. That is a beautiful thing. And you saw it, I don't know if you saw the bubbles. That oil created a vacuum, well, but a pressure seal in there that was good enough to hold pressure. That was a thing of beauty. So getting them out's a pain, but putting them back in after you clean them up is not bad. Alright, I will put the little hat on it, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, to be honest. Get up there. Castle nut. Oh, be darn, it's bigger. Different size than the other one. Pretty good. All right, that's 17. Where the other one was a 14. Now that's significant. Okay. And that's one done. Still a little sloppy back there, so we're going to have to do those bushings at some point. But the ball joint's done. So, phew, if you got ball joints that you have to do on these, they come out hard, they go back in pretty good. So don't be afraid to use some force and some heat to get that out of there. Try to be a little more judicious with your hammer than I was. Anyway, if you've seen some of the tools that I've tried to use, probably inappropriately on this video, I will link them on my Amazon affiliate. Otherwise, hope you all are having a good day. Take care.